Fayetteville, South Carolina.
Hey, Howard, how are y'all doing this morning?
I know.
Hey, I love all you guys. And Fred, please do some more Benjy and Scott DeFace impressions. They just crack me up down here in the South. It's got that good Southern drawl. just wanted to get your thoughts on the Super Bowl and Artie's thoughts also, since he's a big football
I'm not even
fan.
going to watch the Super Bowl. I've already decided.
Really?
You don't care?
I don't care, and it's like I haven't watched football all season, and I'm way into chess, so I'd rather play a game of chess if I have some free time.
You can't play chess and watch the football game.
No
You don't
way.
multitask like that?
I don't even let Beth in the room when I'm playing chess. It annoys
Really?
me, yeah, because I say, Beth, I can't concentrate when you're in the room. I got to have complete silence. I'm not that good. I got to really think. And there's a clock running when you play. You know, you only have a certain amount of time.
I know you want to play chess, but you can't play chess all day and then at 6:22 watch.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will watch.
Especially since your wife is so invested in it, you know, because she's such
Yeah.
a Pittsburgh fan.
She's invested in me.
If you told her you didn't want to watch Super Bowl, would she not watch it?
No, she'd watch it on her own.
It is. It's on so late, too.
That's the problem with the game.
I'm having a
It's
Super Bowl
ridiculous.
party, and I told everybody they have to leave after Bruce performs. I'm serious.
Yeah, well, then why
That's
would
what
I go?
it is with us.
Well, why would I go to your Super Bowl party
Well,
if I
'cause
have to
you're-
leave in the middle of the game?
Because it's just my neighbors that live across the street.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't invite anybody from far
Yeah,
away.
Artie, Gary's got the home theater experience now, so he's like
His
now
man
inviting
cave,
everyone
yeah.
over.
Yeah, like every minute.
Yeah.
I saw your man cave.
No, I got a theater.
How many seats are in the theater?
8 seats and 3 stools.
You got to sit on a stool for the Super Bowl?
No, you can do whatever you want.
There's a stool in the theater? Never heard of that.
It's 2 rows.
Yeah.
You know, it goes up, and then the back row, there's like a bar, like a piece of granite, and there's stools. They're very comfortable stools. I
Why
sat
is there
in
a
them.
bar in a home theater?
It's not a bar. It's like a
A ledge?
yeah,
Why
like a piece.
don't you put a couch or something on the back?
Because I built the one I wanted, not the one you want.
No, but isn't it more comfortable? Don't get
There's-
defensive.
no,
but
I'm saying there's
the
8
whole-
seats.
Wait a
That's what
second.
I wanted.
The whole excitement of a home theater is that you're in a comfortable chair.
Right, but you can also sit back there and you can have drinks and you can eat, and you know that's the experience that I wanted.
Wow, that's a fucked up experience, dude. Well,
Because it's not yours.
No, it's
How
not
could
a
it be any
theater.
good?
It's
So
not
wait
a
a minute.
theater.
You
And
have
of
a
course,
theater?
it's a fucking theater.
You want to eat? Go in your kitchen.
Right,
And
that's
then-
what you would do because you, God
Or
forbid,
eat in
anybody
the chair,
spill a crumb.
or like eat in the chair in a nice,
Howard,
comfortable
Howard,
couch.
Howard.
So dumb.
Exactly.
It's goddamn stupid.
Why do you care what's in his
Exactly.
Stupid.
No, because it's not what
stop
you
it.
think.
It's stupid.
Exactly.
Listen to this, Artie. He put a fucking slab of granite. This is so Baba Booey. He put stools and a slab of granite in his theater.
Yeah, it's unheard of.
Yeah,
You'll
it
never
is.
find another one like it.
Because no one would do that.
Of course
Even the
the
fucking
people would
theater
do
guy
it.
probably was like, look at this asshole.
Actually,
Actually, the theater guy thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
went to a movie theater where there
Yeah.
were stools and high chairs like in a bar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
well,
I wouldn't go there.
They serve food.
Well, then
If I had
fuck
to
you,
sit-
you're not invited.
If I had to sit in a stool, I wouldn't sit there.
Well, then you
Who
have to
chooses
sit
to
at one
sit
of the
for
tables.
hours on a stool in a movie
First of
theater?
all, it's incredibly comfortable. The stools, they're not
Is there a
they're
back on them?
High back leather
Yeah.
chairs. I sat in them for the other week, and they're very comfortable.
You sat instead of sitting in the comfortable chair. You
Well,
sat
because
in
I had
the
a bunch
stool.
of people over. This is the whole thing. This is another one.
So you couldn't even get the good chair.
My wife is like, well, we invited people over. I'm like, fuck them. Let them sit in
Now
the
listen,
stool.
I'll tell you why I'm right and he's
All
wrong.
right, now you are right.
Yeah,
But it was
In other
fine.
words,
So
Gary
agree with
goes,
you then.
shit, I want to sit in my comfortable chair. And his wife goes, no, and rightly so. She goes, our guests should get the comfortable chair. You sit in the shitty chair.
Right.
But-
Why should there be a shitty chair in
But
the
you didn't
fucking
ask the,
theater?
Now
the end of
you're
the story.
making
You didn't ask the end of the
What's the
story.
end of the story?
It turned out it was very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
why?
weren't sure.
Now I know.
Yeah. All right, so from now on, in your theater, even when it's empty, I want you to sit in the stool.
Do you think people in the audience are annoyed that we're comparing our home theater?
No,
and
I'm not
complaining?
comparing any homes. I'm saying you put in a home theater, and you put in stools. That's stupid.
But if I
gotta
only
say,
put in stools-
at first, I didn't think it was that bad, but I would be bummed if I had the stool.
Absolutely. That,
But
now
especially for
that
Super Bowl?
Howard says that he doesn't want to sit in
But
the
you guys,
stool.
here's the
he
guy.
put it in his
You're
theater.
missing the point. You're all missing. Here's the point.
I guarantee you he rips out those stools
No,
and
you-
puts in a couch.
Here's the point.
Imagine a nice,
It's
comfy.
you
know
wanna
when we
just
go-
fucking talk?
You know when we go to screening rooms?
yeah.
We were fortunate enough a couple of times to be asked by movie studios to see a movie ahead of time because they wanted us to, they were a sponsor or whatever.
That Sony one where we saw the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So you go over to Sony, or even better, was Paramount had one. We'd go in the building, and then you'd have these incredibly comfortable leather couches
Yes, it
and
was
chairs.
great.
And you'd have
That's what
phones
I have.
by 'em.
Unbelievably comfortable leather chairs. Unbelievably comfortable.
Yeah.
But you can't sit in
That
them.
go all the way
you have
back.
company.
Of
guess
course
what?
I could sit in
Your
it.
You
neighbor's
have
sitting
company,
them.
you can't.
Dude,
On
it's
Super Bowl,
rare.
where are you going to be sitting?
It's rare.
You're going to be in a
You're
stool.
gonna be
Everybody's going to be
stool.
moving around, actually.
Okay.
Everybody's
We'll
going
see.
to be moving around.
I wouldn't.
But I
I'd grab
also-
my good chair.
I
But
also
nobody's
don't
gonna-
understand why you have a man cave. That's where you're supposed to watch Super Bowl. No, you're watching it in the theater.
Yeah, that would be dumb to watch it on a 130-inch screen, Robin. I agree.
No, I think it's great, but I just think the chair thing is
Wait,
dumb.
everybody's got a
The
fucking
man
opinion.
cave
I'd watch
is
it in
where
the
you
theater.
play pool
It's
and
gonna-
you watch the
Robin,
game
Wait,
and you watch
It's going to be on in every room.
I'm just
Watch it wherever
telling
the
you.
fuck you want, except for you. Don't come to my fucking house.
Gary, I'm just saying. I guarantee that in the future, you rip that out
You're
and put
wrong.
a couch in.
You're wrong. We
Okay.
love it. We've been there. We love it. We put some food up there. People go back and
Well,
have
then
food.
you sit in that. You sit at that little marble.
I haven't.
table.
It's not, and it's fine.
But I don't want you sitting in the comfortable chairs anymore.
I could do it. If,
No.
Because
From now
you
on, you
put
sit in the
stools
stool.
in.
it's a rarity that it's full.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We're,
So you're sitting in the stools for Super Bowl.
I don't know where. I'm throwing a party, so I'll be moving all around. I'll
How
be in
many
the man
chairs
cave.
are there?
8.
8. Okay.
There's 8 chairs, but he could have 12 chairs.
Yeah.
Instead, he put in a
I don't know that I actually
a
don't-
fucking place for him to eat.
I actually don't know that we could have
You know
fit.
what? I'm
You
looking
can't
at you.
eat in a
Again,
chair?
nobody listen. I don't know that we
you
could
don't
have
need to
fit it
eat
all
that
the way
much.
back
Another place
there.
to eat is not necessary.
Yeah. I mean, how many places does he need to feed?
Well, it's not all about me, believe it or not. Sometimes you want to entertain people.
Judging by the size of you, it's about you. Food is getting very important in your life. All right. Hey, Matt. Hey, what's happening in Philadelphia?
Yo, Howard.
Hey, Matt.
Did you miss a couple of your therapy sessions, or
No, I was
have you
in
not been
therapy.
meditating lately?
I was in therapy
Why?
yesterday, and I meditated this morning.
But why is he asking?
All over Gary. There's nothing wrong with Gary's setup.
Yeah,
Give him
it's
a
just.
break. I'm all about. I love when you rip on Gary, but man, you're like violently angry at him. For
I'm
his,
not angry. It's just he always does things wrong.
Well, when Howard explained, said that, I was on your side. But then when Gary said he was upset in his own home because he couldn't sit in one of the comfortable seats, I was like, well, then Howard's right.
Yeah, you see, Matt, I know what you're saying, but Gary won't be honest about it. But you have to really listen carefully
I
to
am
Gary.
honest about it. I designed it and I enjoy it.
You have to really listen. Of course, you designed it, but you did the wrong thing. You have to really listen to Gary. And Robin hit it on the head. As soon as I start, sort of tweaking him,
Yeah, probing him.
he goes, "Yeah, and the other day, we had a lot of people over, and Mary said I had to be a gentleman and take the back seats, and I was upset." Now, I mean,
Actually, he said, fuck them. Let them sit in the
Right,
uncomfortable.
right.
I mean, so Matt, am I really wrong? I mean, okay,
What happened, Howard? What happened? What's the end
you
of
said the
story?
seat wasn't so bad, but
Right, the seat was actually very comfortable.
But
You
you would-
still don't prefer it.
you still are gonna. I know when the theater's empty, you're gonna sit in the good seats. I know it,
guess
Gary, and admit it.
So what's wrong? I don't understand your point. What's wrong with that? It's.
My point is that you should have put in 12 great seats.
Stop talking. 98% of the time, I'll sit in the seat that I like, and 2%
Why
of the
should you
time,
be 100% of the time?
Why should there be any seats you don't like in your
'cause
theater?
you know what? It turns out I don't not like any of them.
No, I guarantee you, as soon as you go in there and it's empty, you're gonna sit in the good seat. Make
You're
every
never
seat
going to
good.
watch a whole movie on the stool when you're alone.
Admit it, you fucked it up.
You're never going to watch any part of the movie on a stool when you're alone.
I'm not admitting that. I like what I have.
No, you don't.
He's
Everybody
going to
thinks you're
like it
crazy.
now just to spite us.
No, he's gonna change it.
Robin, I'm long past fighting you.
And I like that Gary, the guy who paid for the theater, has to give up his good seat.
Right.
Probably the kids
Aw.
get the good seats. The kids aren't comfortable in those horrible stools back there, Gary. Do you mind sitting on the horrible stool?
I have a very similar setup, but I guess it's kind of like an onion. As you peel the top couple layers off here and get deeper into the story, it does seem like it's yet another example of Gary getting kind of shut out in the cold. And
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It's hysterical.
the setup in and of itself is kind of neat. I like it because I have a bar, plus I have a little theater going. But yeah, I've never been shut out or.
Right.
Yeah, you've never had to give up your comfortable seat.
Right. And you know what? Put the bar outside the theater.
Listen to him laugh.
Matt, if I had a home theater like Gary, what I would do is I'd put a little bar
Outside.
outside. That's where you want to drink and eat. And then I'd like for a movie. You mean Gary can get through a movie for 2 hours without having a full meal at his table? I mean, what the fuck is that? You know what? Go upstairs and eat a meal.
Listen, a real comfortable chair. You could take something.
Yeah,
to
you
eat
could take a
in.
drink
Right, and
and
you
popcorn.
have a little, as Howard said, a little kitchenette kind of thing right outside the theater where you have your stuff, so you don't have to go upstairs or
No,
something.
Gary needs
to
a
get
big
it.
counter so he can eat. God knows what he's eating down
He needs, yeah, he needs to lean over the food.
More to pasty. Yeah, both. I got 3 nice, uncomfortable chairs, which Mary makes me sit in when the company comes. But Gary, you could have had a nice, comfortable chair for yourself. Oh, it's not that bad. And plus, I got a big counter so I can eat. I go,
Yeah, what are you eating?
what are you eating? It's a 2-hour film, if at the most. What is he eating in there?
Yeah, you're going to have a
Dude,
meal?
you know what?
What do you eat in
I'm
there?
laughing to even to I don't eat in there. It's for events just like the Super Bowl party in the sense that people might want to bring food down and drinks and sit down in there and they don't want to eat on their lap. And that's exactly what it's for. And you know what? I stand behind it.
All right. Well, you will be standing.
You'll stand right at
You'll be at that counter.
the counter. You probably won't even get a stool that day.
Maybe you can make a couch out of the counter. Put nice some pillows on there.
Again, I bet they're really comfortable stools, but I mean,
Right.
if you really got me full of truth serum, if I had the stool, I'd be disappointed.
Right. Imagine you go over to Gary's house now. Let's say he has 12 guys over to watch the game.
Right.
3 of you got to sit, at least 4 of you got to sit in stools.
Well, now you're sitting there thinking, I got to get downstairs and get a chair.
Yeah, like everybody's making a mad rush to the theater.
I got a better idea. Don't come.
No, but do you realize what you set up down there? It's like everyone's like, oh, shit, I'm in a stool.
It's like going to the
Like, let's say
theater, I gotta
Artie's
get a good
there,
seat.
and Artie's like, oh, fuck. Every other person's sitting on a nice, comfortable couch chair, and I'm in a stool.
Damn, I was late and I got a stool.
And
Why
when
would
you
you
look
set
like
that up?
when you're shaped like me nowadays, that ain't no fun.
Yeah, then all of a sudden Gary's in the awkward thing, like, Artie, wait, let me go talk to my neighbor. Maybe I can get him out of that chair, and you can switch chairs. I mean, it's like a nightmare when
I
you
wouldn't
go.
invite you assholes anywhere near my neighbors.
now Gary's an usher. Excuse me.
Let me go see if I can arrange for you to get a more comfortable chair, Artie, because of your large size.
$20, you can sit on the couch.
Excuse me, my
Nightmare.
coworker is obese.
Yeah. Would you mind? Artie is more important in my life than you. And would you mind sitting in the shitty stool?
Artie's
And don't
having,
worry, you'll be closer to the big food over there.
Artie's having trouble breathing. At the,
He knows I'm right too, and it's killing him.
He's not going to admit it, though.
No, you just rip it out and just admit it, just once.
You can't believe the pain I'm feeling, how it's
Yeah,
killing.
of course.
he ain't ripping that out. No way.
Oh, no.
Oh, excuse me. You can sit here until Artie arrives, and then when Artie comes, you're gonna have to move to the stools. But don't worry, you'll be closer to all the food.
Artie
Yeah,
probably
now-
will stay all night anyway, and you can have the couch back.
Now he's got to put up a reserve section for people. He
You know
really
what's so
needs
great?
to
You know what's so
have the
great?
stools.
We talk every day. We talk about when there's no guests on the schedule, where will the wheel land? And
Yeah.
I just
And it landed on you.
Landed on your stool.
Last night, I'm looking at the schedule. I go, no people. God Almighty, who's getting fucked?
Let's
tonight?
take a poll, okay? Who agrees with me? I really want everyone to be honest. And, you know, I really do. Artie, you said now that you thought
I'm
about
gonna
it.
be honest with you.
Don't you think you should at least see it? Before
No,
you make a judgment on it?
You told us we couldn't come.
You told us that the chair. That's right. That's number one. And number two, you told us that the chair was somewhat lesser than the couch chairs. You said
Somewhat lesser.
Okay, fine. Why should you have somewhat lesser, Artie? Do you agree with me on any level?
Listen to me. And I'm going to be dead honest with you. At first, when you were giving Gary shit, I was like, you're being harsh on him. But when Gary said 3 stools, my mind went to, that sounds awful.
Right.
To sit on a stool to watch a movie or a game.
All right.
I mean, I'm
That's
being dead
one.
honest with you.
That's one vote.
I would be disappointed in the stool,
Thank
so
you.
I'd say I have to agree with you.
All right, so that's one vote.
Gary admitted he would be disappointed in the stool.
All right, Robin,
Yes.
I want you to be honest.
All right.
What do you think?
Gary convinced me that you were right.
Okay.
When he said, I was upset because the neighbors were coming and I had to sit on a stool.
Fine. Fred.
That is a very compelling argument, and I'm going with Robin on that.
All right. Is there anyone, Benjy or anyone, who wants to step forward and defend Gary's decision? No one ever heard of it.
I didn't even hear a
I don't see
footstep.
anybody stepping forward.
I didn't hear one
Benjy's
footstep.
right here. He's
You
not
closed the
piping
voting
up.
before you can
Well,
even have
I don't know
any.
who else would step. Okay,
course.
let's wait.
Well, I did want to say.
Yeah.
Even if he defends me.
For Howard's argument, could you have the bar and still have comfortable chairs?
I do have a bar and comfortable
No,
chairs.
could you have more comfortable
No, I didn't
chairs?
have enough room to do everything.
No, you can't do everything. You got to make a decision. First of all, there's no home theater. I bet you his is the only home theater in the country that has that.
I don't think I've
Then
ever
to
seen...
have both, I would agree with Gary.
What?
No.
I think it's worth having the bar in the room.
Okay.
I mean, you have to
You're
see
such a
the you have
douchebag,
to see the
Benjy.
setup.
You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, because he doesn't agree
I'm
with
so
you.
tired of you.
Because he doesn't agree with you. But you hate anybody that doesn't agree with
he
you.
wants to be different. He knows I'm right.
He had a genuine opinion.
No, he's a douchebag.
Benjy, which chair do you want to sit in when you go to Gary's?
I wouldn't include him whether he agreed with you or me.
But
I
it's
just
just
don't include him in
it's
anything.
all right. Because he didn't agree with you. He's a horrible human
wait a
being.
minute.
Even his analysis is dumb.
Benjy, where do you want to sit in the theater?
Definitely.
I want to sit at the bar. Go ahead, Benjy. Say it, you
if
retard.
I'm eating,
No. Where do you want to sit to watch a movie?
Definitely a comfortable chair.
Thank you.
Okay, good. That's what's done in the theater. You watch movies. You don't eat. You can eat in your chair and have a little popcorn.
There's 100 places to eat in a house.
Yeah, the idea is to sit in this really amazing, comfortable chair. Benjy, you're not even agreeing with yourself. Get the fuck out of here for once, asshole.
Like
How
You're
often
such
are
an
you
asshole.
and you have to
You're
send
just an
someone to
asshole.
another room
You got to
to
hear
eat?
this fucking idiot. This Benjy, he was on the wrap-up show. I forgot to play this.
You hear the wheels moving?
Goddamn douchebag. Don't worry, I'll get back on
Aren't
you.
you glad?
I'm going to get back on you in a minute. I invited Benjy to dinner.
Pass right over me.
And I told you he was a half hour late.
Yeah.
That fucking asshole. And I go, why are you late? So they got him on the wrap-up show, and Benjy explains why he's late on the wrap-up show. And really, this is just mind-blowing. Let me see if I can find it, first of all. Here it is. Why Benjy showed up a half hour late for dinner.
Howard said, you're sort of on the fringe of the Fab Five, or whatever you want to call it. Wouldn't you take, great pains to make sure that you're there earlier? Because you don't have that far to travel either.
Well, Howard had said it's at 7 p.m., and I thought about saying to him in advance, hey, do you mind if I get there like a half hour late?
But why? Already you're
Yeah, why are you being fashionably late?
Why are you making trouble?
Because I like to sleep first during the day.
But see, you're off. And this isn't about Howard. I mean,
but I decided not to make a big deal about it and just try to get there as soon as
Some of this is about Howard, but I'm going to take Howard out of the equation for a minute and say we all worked at IBM, and our big boss, who doesn't take us out very often, said, I'd like to take you guys out for dinner. If you walked in 20 minutes late, it's as big an issue. It's sort of like it's rude. And it's, especially when it's your boss, and it doesn't happen very often. And listen, I'm not saying I'm a goody two-shoes, but I'll tell you right now, Mary came in on the train, and she had to have a choice of a train that got in at 6:15 or 6:45. The 6:45 train probably would have made us 5 minutes late. I'm like, there's no need for us to be late.
Right? Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Then you know how Howard...
It didn't go over like the big hit that I expected.
Well, you know how Howard is when it comes to stuff like that, too, in terms of punctuality.
I guess, like, to me, maybe, because I like Howard so much and like you guys so much, I just look at it as a casual dinner with friends. And when I'm
Did
going
you
out
really look at it as a I mean, I wasn't nervous about dinner, but I know, like, Howard's putting this on. He's so precise about these things. You know that he hates lateness. You know that he wants everybody. He's mentioned to us several times, make sure you're dressed right. He's very precise about these things. He wants it to run a certain way, and you're aware of that. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with it, but I'm saying you're aware of it.
See, I always think of if like there's a dinner more than like 4 people, you can be within like a half hour or so. Like that's
based on what?
I just think that I don't know.
But you just made that up.
Yeah, it's not in Miss Emily Post.
But I never heard that from any. Like no. So like if it's more than if we're having 8 people at dinner, then you could be a half hour late.
Yeah.
First of all,
If there are 3, he has to come on time.
It's so retarded on so many levels. He goes, I was thinking of asking Howard if I could come at 7:30, and Gary goes, well, why?
Yeah.
And there's no reason why, just to be late.
Well, he actually had a reason.
I made dinner at 7 o'clock, and quite frankly, it's one thing if you have a dinner in your home and you're having a cocktail hour. This is a restaurant. People get there, they're
you
hungry.
make a reservation. The table is reserved for you for a certain amount of time.
I don't want to sit there and wait a half hour to order my food. I want to eat. And why would you be late anyway? What
is his reason for needing another
Benjy,
half hour?
If I had said dinner at 7:30, then he would have said, "Well, I'll come at 8."
I have to come at 8.
I'll come at 8. What if I said midnight? He'd say, "I'll be there at 12:30."
I'll be there next week.
But were you busy
Retarded.
doing something before the dinner?
No, he wasn't busy with anything. What is he busy with? He has nothing going on in his life.
Howard, he didn't start and get ready, if I'm not mistaken, until 6:15.
Yeah.
Which means he was planning to be late.
I was getting out of the shower and dressed and into a cab around that time.
Yeah, and I mean, and like, so Fred's rushing. Everyone's rushing to be on time because that's when we're eating. I was so pissed. I was just like sitting there going, listening to this shit. And I'm like, and then he says, well, there's a rule. If there's more than 4 people, you can show up within a half hour, and it's like, well,
It's his rule, Benjy's rule.
it's the Benjy rule. And Benjy doesn't get invited anywhere.
And Benjy doesn't tell anybody his rules.
So and then even
Because you
like with
could
the
have told
Gary
him
thing,
then the dinner was at 6:30.
even with the Gary thing, he goes, "Yeah, I would like to sit in the comfortable chair, but I agree with Gary." It's just everything's dumb.
It's
It's
contrary.
just it's contrary.
He's
I knew it.
He's Mr. Contrary.
I knew he'd have to find a way to be
Right.
contrary.
He's the contrarian.
He's got to be the one who steps out.
You'd be so much more interesting if you gave a real opinion. Your mic's
shut up.
off. Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
I'm a
I don't like you.
I'm a
I don't
libertarian.
like you, Benjy.
Fine. You don't
I
like
respect you
I'm a
for your talent, but I don't.
I'm a libertarian.
Yeah, he's a libertarian.
Dude,
No, you're an
And then he
asshole.
can't give his age.
I'm a
it's just like-
vegetarian.
what's your fucking problem?
my fucking problem is you.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
You had
You're my
you
problem.
had these kind of problems before I was around.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Why
my
are you so
God.
upset?
If Benjy told me he was at home working on a cure for cancer, maybe that'd be a legitimate
Right,
excuse. If he
yeah.
was just on the
No,
verge of
not
the breakthrough.
cancer. I don't want to do cancer cure.
Yeah, right. I want
Just
to
as I
find.
was leaving, I got a brainstorm and I had to write it down because it's
but-
going to change the
But
world.
Benjy would be inventing.
I'm making a magazine
cancer.
of women who have scoliosis.
You'd be inventing a way to give people cancer. I mean, really, what is your problem, dude? Ay, ay, ay.
I was
Guy's so
seated.
disturbing.
I was seated by 7:20.
7:20 is too late. We were waiting forever for you. That's
That's
all
almost
I
I
can
like
say.
half
Benjy,
an hour.
I will tell you
Be
this.
on
I'm not
time.
kidding. At 7:15, Howard turned to me and he goes, "Where the fuck is he?" I mean,
and I said, I will never invite him to another thing
say
again.
that.
I won't. I
All
won't.
right.
I will
That's
not invite you.
Dude, that's
You proved it to me. You don't want to be there. You're a waste of
Every
time.
time you do invite him, it's a problem.
There's always an issue. Just fucking show up. What's the problem, man? Who are you?
I forget the last thing I invited him to, and he was like, well, is it okay if I tell you tomorrow or closer to the event?
Election night party, and I said, I have already go to some parties. Can I come to that one and another one? He said, no, I'm just coming to. If you want to come, just come to this one. I said, okay. Well, I already obligated myself to another one. Thank you very
Right,
much.
but
already
every
confused.
time it's something with you. It's never like yes or no.
And who's looking for him? No one.
And he gives you that look,
No.
like I got a problem.
You know what? I get along very well with people.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
What
do.
people?
How many friends do you have?
I have lots of friends.
Yeah,
let's,
sure you do.
let's compare our MySpace page, man.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, you got me there.
I do, Howard. I have lots of friends. Lots
MySpace,
of
you got
close
me.
friends.
You definitely have more people in your MySpace
But it's not
page.
just me. You have.
You have a MySpace page because you
I
have
don't
no
have
friends.
a MySpace page.
Yeah.
But why do you let everything bother you so much?
You bother me. And
What?
Gary's decision bothers me. It bothers me when people don't think.
I don't.
Gary built a theater where when he has more than 8 people, his wife goes, you'll have to take the shitty seat.
And I think the decision was it's worth having.
All right,
a
good.
bar in
All
the
right, I'm
room.
glad what you think. It's worth having a bar in a theater. You're so fucking retarded. That's a retarded thought. It is. Even Artie's laughing at you. And Artie's had some retarded thoughts.
I'm laughing at the whole situation. But Benj, we've been working here for about the same amount of time. You know you didn't think Howard throwing a dinner at Danielle. You know that's not a casual dinner with friends. You know you got to be on
It's
time.
not TGI Friday.
Yeah.
It's not like a barbecue either, where it's kind of open-ended. People kind of show up
you know
when they
what,
show
and
up.
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you why you're out of your mind, and you really got to work on this because people aren't going to put up with it. If you'd come in and said, you know what, a terrible thing happened to me. I was on my way here and I got hit by a car, or something terrible. But you walk in and go, I thought that if it's more than 4 people, you could wait to come. Like, but why would you wait? Just come at time.
And
Why
it's
would I make a
rude
dinner?
to everyone
Why
else
would
at
I
the
make a dinner at 7:00 so you could come at 7:20 or 7:30?
It's the more than 4 people rule.
I apologize
Yeah,
that it
of
upset
course.
you. It was a nice dinner, and I apologize that it upset you.
And then you don't
I can
eat.
see maybe I'm
and
not
then you didn't
seeing
eat
it.
anything, and then we have to wait for you. That was even more bizarre.
Even that, the food, the ordering,
I'm not
everything
through
was
with
a
dinner.
problem.
He finally orders something, and they won't order an appetizer. Everyone's having an appetizer.
Right.
Okay, fine. I order him an appetizer.
Then he asked everybody at the table, "Do you want my appetizer?"
No,
Nobody was getting an appetizer. He goes, "I got one coming. Would you like it?" It is
just
like
wanted
chaos.
And then he won't eat his main course.
Right.
No,
We all
Howard-
finish the main course.
Howard.
He's just all sitting there, and then finally we're ready to order dessert. And he goes to.
And he's
He
still
says to the
holding
waiter.
on it.
He
Yeah.
says to the waiter, "This is the kicker. I'm not done eating yet." So now we're all sitting there waiting to order dessert for 10 fucking minutes, and he still doesn't eat his entree.
That's exactly why you should show up on time.
Listen,
Yeah, you don't start eating before us so you can finish on
I
time.
would be happy to.
You're so fucked, and you're so fat. You know you want to just fucking slosh everything down. What's that waiting to eat?
And I'm
thing?
not going to get an appetizer.
I'm fat because
like
I'm not
you don't
hungry.
eat much.
I'm not hungry.
I have
No,
a
you're hungry.
glandular issue.
Dude, you're fat. You eat.
Yeah, I overeat.
Eat.
But when I'm social,
Oh, but when you're with us, you don't overeat.
no.
Well, now there's the time to overeat.
But also, if I had let the waiter take the food, you'd be like, I just spent this much on the food, and now he's giving it back.
So eat it in the appropriate time.
I would
Everybody,
take it in a doggy bag. I don't
everybody's
care. Just
plate
take-
was empty but yours. Seriously. Like, they gave us plenty of time to eat.
And listen, the lateness has nothing to do with it. 'Cause I
you're
started
such
eating
a
the same
fucking
time you guys did.
maniac, man. Your parents
No,
must
I
have
know,
just
but-
totally raised you like in an environment where you got to do whatever you wanted.
I've met
not
his
true.
parents.
Do you not-
His parents are fine. Benji's fucked up.
Hey, I got a wheel spin for you. Lisa pulls me aside in the hallway yesterday. This is off the air. And she says, I'm really worried about Artie's penis.
Why?
She's like, again, she brought this up before. She said she's like, I
He's
looked at the picture.
deflecting.
Yeah,
All right, but let's hear this.
She
That
said-
is
she
that's
said,
creepy.
I looked at the picture again, and there's no like penis bulge, and I think that the heroin's shrinking his penis.
Did
No,
you
is it-
really say this?
And
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
did.
I was like,
Let me see
Lisa, I
that
don't know that
picture.
heroin does that. Maybe it does.
Lisa's focused on your crotch.
Yeah.
Lisa,
I
really,
try to
that
explain
is
her
the
how penis
creepiest
is-
thing
It
I've
is
ever
not
heard.
creepy. It's the
Gross
truth.
sometimes.
What are you doing looking at Artie's
Your hands,
crotch?
you're all bloated. Your hands are bloated, and you have no
No.
penis.
Lisa, what are you
Lisa,
talking
he's wearing
about?
sweatpants. How would you see his
Right.
penis? Look, I'm looking at it.
Well, if he had one, maybe you would see
Oh, you
something.
can see outline of balls and dick a
No,
little
you
bit.
don't.
First of all,
Let me take a look,
this
because
is-
I really didn't look at that.
But that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
What do you think? His cock's inverted?
I think it's shrunk.
No.
From what? How would you know?
Well, she thinks the heroin might have done something to it.
You're that worried
Benji
about...
did really well
That's how
deflecting.
any man would look in sweatpants.
No,
You think so?
Yeah.
They're bunched up.
I think you're off base on that.
No,
And
Lisa,
how do you know they didn't airbrush? Maybe he bulged so much they airbrushed it.
Lisa's trying to be outrageous now with the
No,
Lisa.
I'm not.
The
Yes, you are.
Lampanelli
Yeah.
connection.
No, I'm not. Mm-mm.
Yes, you. I mean, you're being weird now. That's actually
Why
weird.
don't you show your penis to Lisa? Take her in a
I
park.
actually
She
might-
wants it.
I actually might go to Human Resources now.
Yeah, I think you're being sexually harassed. I have to agree with that. At first, I thought it was a joke.
Lisa, that's gross.
You're staring at pictures of his
And,
penis.
you
I'm not
being-
staring at it. It just kind of went.
What
He
picture
doesn't
have
have
you
one.
seen of a guy where you can see his cock?
It's not that you can see it, but I mean, if you have something to show, usually there's some
but
kind
he's
of
wearing pants.
right, and
I'm
there's
saying-
nothing there.
You know, in a way, you're right. That I'm looking at like you can see the outline of my dick right
You
here.
see a little something. Oh, Howard, don't show up. I'll be so embarrassed.
I mean, she wants to see it.
You're looking down at yourself?
Yeah, I can see it. But
There's
anyway,
always a little something.
Let me, Artie, stand up now. See if we can see any little bulge.
Then he's wearing sweatpants again.
Well, then this is a perfect test.
See, turn around.
Now you can see it.
I see his dick.
You can see the head of his cock.
Big and thick.
And it's going to go in your mouth.
Why don't you try a bowl of Diet Cottage cheese first?
All right.
In your mouth?
In your mouth.
Let's see. Robin, how would it work? Let's say me, you, Gary, Mary, Artie, Fred, Benjy, JD, Sal, and Richard.
Well, it's already too many people.
No, that's 12, I believe. I think I'm right, but I might have lost count.
Well,
Well, first of all-
definitely J.D., Sal, and Richard have to take stool.
No. First
So
of all,
don't you think Gary should have to take this?
Robin watches everything from the man cave because that's clearly the place to be. The
No,
theater's
I
stupid.
said you do Super Bowl in the man cave.
Right.
No, but aside from Robin's comment, does Robin get a good chair?
Listen, my guests will always get a good chair.
But then you got to choose a couple of guests to sit in the bad chair.
Yeah, who's sitting on a stool?
Yeah.
Well, right now I only have 3 stools, so that's Mary and I, and I'd say
You going to
Sal.
put your wife in a bad chair?
It's her idea. I'm telling you. She's the one. She tells me we're having this party. We were watching Slumdog Millionaire, right?
Right.
Right. Some of the neighbors over. She tells me,
Hey, can you give me a copy of that for my parents?
yeah.
My
if I
mom and dad want to see it.
I think I have a copy
All
of
right.
it.
And they're old. They can't get to the theater.
So she tells me in advance we invited 3 couples, so that's 8 people. And then at the last minute we invited another couple. So I'm like getting ready to go down. Mary says, we'll sit in the stools, and I was like, why? And she's like, because we're
you're the
we're
host. Right, she's right.
Oh, so Mary and Gary are taking 2 of the stools. Who gets
That's right.
the third stool?
Yeah. So
Sal.
Sal.
All right. Because I need to keep an eye on him.
First of all, Howard's leaving early, so I'm taking this chair.
But you see, I would feel so guilty. I'd say to Mary, "I'll sit in this stool. You can have the good chair." And
See,
there's
right
the rub.
away
But I don't have the
now,
choice.
Your guests are taking
I'm
stools.
going to
right,
give
right.
up my chair for Mary.
I see.
Uh-oh. Baba Booey's going to sneeze.
It went away.
It's made the strangest face.
I thought he was having a spell.
I got a tickle running around in there.
I thought you were having a seizure.
Yeah, I know.
Really? Do we need to call someone?
Yeah. I'm obsessed with your home theater. I can't tell you how freaked out I am.
By the way, I just want to say I'm going to plug something. It's going to be featured in Sound and Vision magazine. They're doing
Your
a
home
big piece
theater?
on it. Yeah.
I'm going to be getting a copy of that.
You will be.
Does it show the stools and the
Oh,
bar?
it had the photographs have been taken, but it'll show everything.
Okay.
Hey, Gary, what is that gadget Gary thing you do? That's not you gotta be on the news doing like suggesting gadgets.
Yeah, I'm going on Howard. I'm going on CW11 a week from this Friday, and I'm going to be the gadget guy. I'm going to be showing cool new gadgets.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you're into all that high-tech stuff anyway.
Hey, by the way, Scott the engineer is really angry that Gary has a home theater. Even with whether it's built right or not. He's like, doesn't it piss? He's going around telling everyone, doesn't it piss you off that Gary even has a home theater?
Are you surprised that Scott secretly counts people's money behind their back?
And now he'll come in here and deny it all. That's what really pisses you off. He won't even own up to what.
Why don't you tell the truth for once?
I will.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Everyone.
You're angry, right?
I'll absolutely tell the truth, and I'm not angry. And I said it to my intern.
Yeah, what'd you say?
As a joke, right?
I said, I'm going to go try and piss Sal off. And I wanted to see if he'd come and tell you. And he did. He went right to you. Went right to you.
But meanwhile, you had the thought.
Right.
No. I wanted to try and piss Sal off. And I told my intern, I'm going to go and try and piss Sal off. So when it goes back to Howard, you know that I was doing that.
All right.
And he'll verify it if he
meanwhile,
wants.
but meanwhile, you had the thought.
Sal,
You're so full of shit.
No, go get my intern.
He bitches every goddamn day about everything.
Why don't you just run to Howard? Why don't you just run in here and just fucking open your mouth?
Wait, hold on, Scott. I passed
if
you
I
in the
ever told
hallway.
you a secret and you could hold it in,
if you told
that'd
me
be
it was
amazing.
if you told me it was a secret out of respect, like
You're such a fucking asshole.
Scott, you've told me a lot of secrets. Trust me that I've never said.
Okay.
You passed me in the hallway and said. How? Because you said never mind the stools. How pissed are you that cocksucker has his own home theater?
That's right. I did say that.
So you are bitter about it.
I told my intern I was going to tell it to you, trying to piss you off.
But Scott, you still had the thought.
But I'm not pissed. What do I give a shit?
You're pissed off, Scott.
I'm not pissed off.
You're so pissed.
I don't give a shit.
Sometimes Scott one time drove me home, Howard. We got in his car. It's this little piece of shit jalopy, it's putting away. And Scott goes, look at my limousine.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Freud would argue.
I don't know. I go home. I got a
mad.
nice, comfortable, recliner. I don't have a stool.
See? He's bitter.
I got a stool. I don't care.
You watch TV on a recliner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you make more sense than he does.
Do you keep the comfortable chair when guests come in?
I got 2 comfortable recliners and a nice, comfortable couch in my den, and it's fine with me.
You have a TV?
Yeah, a little
Wow.
like 19-inch. No, I have a TV.
Can't even believe it.
I have an HD TV, too.
Can you believe
it?
he has a TV?
Really?
He gets pissed at He was pissed when I mentioned all the people going to Gary's theater in my imaginary scenario, and I didn't
And
mention
you
him.
didn't mention him.
Yeah, I get reports on you all the time. All right. Thank you, Scott. What? Yes, Ralph.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Can I do an impression of Gary on the wrap-up show?
Sure.
So here's the deal. Like I was telling the news department earlier, Howard had 4 hours to fill. I knew something was going to happen. I never know who it's going to be. Blah, blah, blah. Like the wrap-up show becomes him saying that, it was just a bit. You're not real. You don't really think it was stupid.
I do.
That was just a bit,
I tell you one thing I do know, Rob. I think you're stupid.
I wouldn't build a home theater and then put like a bench in it.
Right?
I mean, that's retarded.
You want comfy chairs. That's the fun of a home theater.
And he won't admit that he's wrong. Here's
He just won't rip it out and just take care of the problem.
You want to hear something really retarded?
A guy who's got way too much money. Like, in what world would Bob Booey ever have a home theater?
Right. Okay. Listen to what goes on in Ralph's world. Guy's got an HD television. Right. Giant HD television. You watching any HD programming, Ralph?
No.
Why not?
Well, yeah, actually, I am. Blu-ray.
No. But how come Ralph is too cheap or can't get HD? He won't get HD.
No, I'm just not a fucking glutton. I don't need you have to have everything, Gary. I mean,
Ralph, why would you think it's gluttonous?
You got more shit
Hold on.
in that house.
You think it's gluttonous to buy an HD television, spend all that money, and not have HD cable? You think that's gluttonous?
Well, I'm not going to pay an extra $100.
Because you're a cheap fuck.
I'm not going to pay an extra $100 a month just so I can get my picture a little better.
And why'd you buy the TV?
Why aren't you satisfied with what you have? That's the big.
All right, guys. If you can take it up on the wrap-up show.
You don't think that that's stupid?
Well, I have a feeling that Ralph doesn't want to pay for the cable, so what he does is he watches Blu-ray and DVD on his high-def television.
Why would Gary? Seriously, why would I pay an extra $100 just to get HD?
First of all, I can't believe it costs $100 to get HD.
It does.
With cable.
I don't want to bore you with the math, but it does.
All right. Hey, anyway, guys, you can take it up on the wrap-up show. I'm sure it'll be fascinating.
But again, Ralph just sits at home all day. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't produce anything. He doesn't generate anything. I'm not even sure he still gets a check from you, but he's got a plethora of opinions.
Somebody had to get hit, and it was my turn.
Well, keep talking. It'll be your turn, dickface.
Not my turn.
All right, Ralph, thank you for your thoughts.
This is me, and then it went to Artie, and then Benjy. And
I think what I'm hearing is somebody who was jealous that they didn't save his money for the last 20 years to have his own home theater.
No, I have a home theater.
Yeah.
My couch is in front
without
of
HD television.
He's got a screen and he's got a couch.
Yeah, that's my home theater, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, enough with the home. All right.
It's causing all kinds of rifts.
Is it enough, Howard?
That's enough. It's officially over. Yes, Dave.
Hey, Howard, it is generally an honor to talk to you. I gotta chime in though. For after this home theater thing, I used to be in this business for 7-8 years, and the fact is that if the client was a complete asshole, I would let him spend his money on whatever they wanted.
Right. What do you care? Yeah.
Exactly. But the fact is, if they were decent people, I mean, they truly listen, et cetera. The first thing I tell them is, when you're building a theater, understand it's for movies. Okay, have a kitchen outside the room,
right.
Or a bar area outside the room. The other thing that they would try to do is, we want speakers in our dining room, and I tell them, listen, dining is for conversing. We're going to talk here, and the rest of the house, just turn up the volume just a little bit.
Right, just so you have a little ambiance.
Right. Exactly. You put the comfortable seats in the theater because it's a theater and not a nightclub.
Yeah,
And I
you
think
know what it
that's
is? It's a case of wanting to cram everything into that one room. In other words, I'm going to have my eating area. I'm
Make
going
it
to have
multi-purpose.
Yeah, we're going to have guests. We're going to serve
So,
food.
Howard.
It's a theater. It's for a theater experience.
Can I ask you a question?
Dave, as a man in the business, thank you for calling in because that's my point.
Yeah.
No, it's a man who used to be in the business.
No, yeah,
I think he said he's out. Are you still in it?
I still do it on the side. I built theaters all over the country, a lot of them in magazines that you're published in, Gary. And again, I'm a techie guy, so I really like the things you say. But I do have to go with Howard on this one for the sole reason, again, it's a family or guest sitting in a comfortable environment.
The room has a purpose. In other words, as you say, would I build a dining room and then put a greenhouse in it? I mean, you don't have to, in other words, it has a distinct purpose. It's
2
a
minutes
home
ago,
theater.
you said it was enough.
I know. Well, Dave
this
got
guy
me charged
called
up.
in.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
didn't
you're
realize,
still fighting.
He knows what.
I didn't realize a professional home theater guy was going to call up.
Yeah, that's a weird thing too, because almost any guy can be a professional home theater guy.
That's bullshit.
He understands that too. Like you could just say you're one.
No,
but there's a lot of guys who do it who aren't that good.
Well,
at it.
you're right, but I'm CEDIA certified. I've done this for a long time. And Gary, I'm not going against. I've had clients do it, but again, they were the idiots that didn't listen. Not that you're an idiot.
But I got to tell you, this was
Dave. Dave.
Yeah.
I'm building a swimming pool in my den. What do you think of that? I'm going to combine the purposes of the room.
If you're not going to listen to me, I think it's a great idea. But otherwise, hey, well, why the hell wouldn't you listen to the people that you're consulting with?
But I did listen to the guy. Would you be surprised to know that it was his idea?
Well, I don't know.
Dave, I'd love to talk wrong, but I'm in the middle of planning a shooting range in my kitchen. I'll see you later.
That's a great idea, Howard.
Thank you. Yeah, if you could help me build that, thank you.
You got it.
Right. I'll spend all kinds of money. Honey, I'm hungry.
I got a kitchen in my theater.
I mean, if I'm going to be down here shooting, I like to eat.
Have a sandwich.
So, Gary, why do you think Howard's so hung up on this home theater thing?
Because there's no guests on today, and because he gets a thought in his head, he can't get rid of it.
Now, does it bother you that in the beginning, mostly everyone seemed to be on your side, and now it seems like everyone's against you?
I don't really care. I genuinely don't care. I just look at it as killing time. I'm sure. Listen, maybe in his mind he thinks it, and maybe 15 years ago I would have really been bummed out about it. It's my house. I like it. He doesn't have to use it, so it works out really well.
Do you think any of them are ever going to see your home theater? Or anything?
This guy slammed in the email about Gary's screening room.
Oh, really?
Howard, you narrow-minded dipshit. Gary's right. Any idea that isn't yours is automatically wrong. You have no effing idea what Gary's home theater looks like. Oh, no, I just saw it in a picture. I was absolutely right. He's got 8 beautiful, fantastic chairs.
Those chairs look really comfortable.
Like, I would definitely sink into one of those leather chairs and watch a movie. And if I had to sit on one of the stools, I'd be pissed. because I'm there to relax in somebody's home theater.
You wouldn't be watching the movie. You'd be glaring at the people in the comfortable chairs.
Here's another one. Howard is so neurotic. To critique Gary for how his theater is set up is completely ridiculous. Well, you know what? Then the whole show is ridiculous. Because it's just, I hear something like that, and I go, well, you mean you have... It bothers Gary. Forget about me. Gary goes, yeah, well, the other day, Mary said I had to sit in one of the stools because we had company. And it's like, well... Like Robin pointed out, it bothered Gary. Howard knows nothing about gathering and watching sporting events at a house party. Gary is absolutely right in that during a sports game, some people want to snack, and eating out of your lap is a pain in the butt as well as an accident waiting to happen. The theater is not just for watching movies, and even if it were, what's the difference if there's an eating area with some nice bar stools? Look at the stool and then look at those leather chairs. Which would you rather sit in? So when he's using his theater, he's relegated to a shitty chair because he wants that dumb bar that he uses once a year.
I mean, they're nice stools for a bar, but not for a theater.
And by the way, and look at the stupid bar area. It's not even a bar. There's not even booze or anything. All it is just a slab of marble.
Hey, you put the booze out when there's a party, dickhead.
Yeah, good. And so when you have a party, go sit in one of your shitty chairs.
And
How about everyone goes to a bar, has their drinks with them, and just sits there with their coaster?
And if there was booze out there, you go, look at that asshole. He puts fucking booze out in a home theater. He's an asshole.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You have a whole house for booze.
He has a man cave.
Yeah.
But that's not where people want to watch the Super Bowl on the big screen.
No, so do you make a drink and you bring it into the theater?
I would feel
it's not worth giving up 4 chairs.
Here's a crazy idea. While the game is on, in order not to miss a moment, you just go in the back and make a drink and watch the game.
Here's a crazy idea. Just make your drinks in the other room during the commercial, and then sit down in a comfortable chair.
Okay, here's an idea. Nobody wants to miss the commercials during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay, all right, Gary. That's why you're going to be sitting in a shitty chair.
He designed this just for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But Gary, meanwhile, guess what? You're not going to be sitting in a nice chair. You're going to sit in your shitty chair by the bar.
Yeah.
I designed this room to have fun, a concept that's foreign to you.
Have fun on your stool.
Gary's trying to pack 20 different things into one room.
Could you guys go back to the here's an idea thing? Because that was really working.
Here's an idea. No, here's an idea. No, here's an idea, boy.
You know what, Gary, I hate to give you some more shit, but I would feel like the bartender in one of those stools.
Yeah.
I mean, because if the booze is all out, first of all, it's tough to see over the booze.
Yeah, how could you see the screen?
And what's that shitty white...
You guys are fucking retarded.
What's that shitty white square on the wall there?
That's a light.
Is that
Wait a
that's a
minute.
panel.
No, that's a panel. Is that a speaker?
Oh, no, that's a speaker.
That's a speaker.
Why don't they cover that?
It is going to get covered. It's not completely done yet. It's going to be covered in acoustic panels. Oh, I'm sorry. I used it before it's completely finished.
And why is that socket all the way up on the bar, sticking out over the chair?
What are you talking about?
The light socket.
The socket.
It's a socket over your bar.
The electrical socket.
What the fuck did you do?
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that
Why
socket.
Why is that there?
Yeah, so you can plug your head into it. Like, why would you put a socket there?
Shouldn't they be on the other side?
Of course.
Where you couldn't see it.
On the
He's got
side
a socket
where the
in the middle of the.
chairs are.
He's got in the middle of the bar, right behind somebody's head, is a big light socket.
Because if you're using it for a blender or some sort of thing like
Put
that,
it on the other side.
Put it on the other side. Otherwise, that cord is going to be hanging over the bar and maybe even sticking out in the back of somebody's head.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Gary, really way to go.
You know what, man? I'm going to close it up. It's all wrong.
Admit that you've got 2. He's got 2 sockets. Look, there's one and there's another one.
There's probably 3.
Gary, why in God's name would you bring in a picture of this?
Why would you put the sockets over there?
Oh my
Why
God.
would you buy $800 bottle of wine?
No, but why, Gary? If you're trying to design something, why aren't they under that slab of granite on the other side?
Yeah, leave him alone. He's happy.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, the room is gorgeous. It looks great, but you know.
Here's another one. Baba Booey is correct. You need multiple seating. Everyone's agreeing with Gary that I'm nuts, but okay, whatever. He
You
knows.
need multiple seating when you watch a movie?
Yeah. Wow, Howard's being such an asshole this morning. What the fuck? You know what shithead he is? Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it isn't good for someone else. I didn't say it's not good for him. It's just he didn't think it through.
Well, what's the difference, Howard? What's the difference? What you just said, really, think
I'm just
about it.
saying, your room isn't designed properly.
And obviously, you think it's not good for me.
It isn't good for you, but you're happy. You're
That's what I
dopey.
said. If it's not good for you, why is it not good for me?
Listen, Wendy the retard's happy just, counting to 5. But it's not great for her.
Actually, it is great for her.
No, it's not. It's like she wants a full life.
Yeah, she can't get anywhere with
Because you're
that.
retarded and you love your theater. It doesn't mean it's good for you. Now get out of here.
Honestly, you know, it really, as a guy who used to work construction, that aggravates me that's where the socket is.
Yeah, it is. It's really crazy, those sockets.
No, that's for the little TV. Instead of watching the big screen, I like to watch from the bar the little TV.
Guy, you know what? That's a serious thing. You should really ask why the fuck they put that there.
Gary, seriously.
You know what? I'm going to ask him right away. You know what? I didn't even notice that you guys pointed out. I don't know. Again, the guy put it there. I think there was a reason, and I don't know what it is.
What's he going to plug in there?
I genuinely don't fucking care why it's there, Artie.
Okay, all right.
Gary.
All right.
When you build to code, you have to put sockets in, you have to put a certain amount of sockets every couple of feet.
Right.
But he could have put them down on the floor or put them behind the bar. Why? They're just, it's ridiculous. You got to admit I'm right about that.
You know what? I didn't even notice it until you brought it up. And
you didn't notice there were three big sockets?
Hold on. You're probably right that they shouldn't be there. Again, I'm not sure why they're there. I'd have to call the guy and ask him. But it doesn't bother me. And you're the first person that noticed it of the 50 people who've already been through there.
Everybody notices it. They don't want to bum you out.
Well, Gary, when you do plug in a blender and the cord is going over the granite.
Well, it's not. There's plugs on the other side as well. So I'm not sure why they're there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, I know.
Maybe it's not
crazy.
a socket. Maybe it's not a socket. It could be something else.
No, it's a socket.
I'm wondering what it is.
You know, I got to look. I don't even know. It may not be a socket.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a design. It's designed to look like a socket. It's an element.
It's a fake socket.
It's a socket. It's three big sockets behind your head.
Also, if a kid is playing around on that back road,
They stick their fingers in there and they get shocked.
Right.
Oops.
But the other thing is he's acting as if nobody's ever going to take a drink or something to eat to one of those big chairs. They're all going to do that.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you have to. Fuck, I don't know what I'm saying to you cunts.
We're all
That encompasses all of you. Not
It just bothers me that my producer makes poor decisions. You know what I mean?
One of the poorest was working for you.
What is it, Ralph?
I'm wondering about the marble. Isn't the marble kind of weird too, to like have all that wood and then all of a sudden like have a big slab of marble back there?
Well, what you're talking about is that the wood is too light. It should be dark.
The mustard-colored walls are kind of like weird, right?
It's a nice theater. It's just the only problem I have with it is those. He's got those bar stools that nobody wants to sit in while they watch a home theater.
Those chairs look amazing.
Yeah, aren't they great?
They look super comfortable. Those two horrible things in the background.
Right. He blew it. And you know what, though? That's easily fixable. They can rip out that dumb bar that's never going to be used, really.
And put in more chairs.
And put in just another row of chairs or a beautiful leather couch to match those chairs.
He won't do it.
I can't do it, Bull.
Yeah,
I don't want to be wrong.
Could you bring in some pictures at other angles so Howard could look it over?
That theater would be perfect if it had another couch in the back. Oh, how nice would that be?
Oh, wait. You know, Gary's got pictures of his entire house and his floor plan up on this website.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Why did he do that?
He must be getting paid.
There's pictures of him building the house and him standing around the house while it's being built.
Yeah, they're all pictures inside the house, Ralph.
Yeah, but why would you do that? Why would you let somebody? You put your floor plan up on this website.
Yeah.
Are you getting paid for that?
That's an article that's like 2 or 3 years old, but I'm not going to explain to Ralph why I do what I do.
Why did you do it?
Explain to Howard.
I don't want to.
So you did it?
Because you know why, Ralph? That would gratify you.
But Gary, I got a feeling you did it for no particular reason.
It's not no particular reason.
You're proud, I guess?
No, I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk to you about it off the air.
What, does it increase the value of the house?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Dude,
my house was in a magazine, so therefore it's worth a lot more money.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that.
Oh wait, I gotta find the.
You know, there's no good explanation for why he put his whole fucking house in a magazine.
The explanation's probably as good as why there's stools back there.
Well, then it's got to be funny.
It's not funny.
The stools don't bother me, but I don't want to have to sit on them. Mary made me.
There's snapshots of his whole house.
Really? I got to look at that.
Is his address?
Howard, you did look at it. It was the original magazine article from like 2 years ago.
What was the reason, though, for doing it? You got paid, right?
I didn't get paid for it. But you know what? The reason I did was I got a lot of the stuff that was used at a reduced price because they knew it was going to be in the magazine.
Oh, in other words, it's like a designer's showcase.
Yeah, I guess in a way, like people...
So you got paid?
I guess, I didn't get money, but I did benefit from it.
Gary and McCabe in the great room. Hello.
Gary doesn't understand, like, getting cheaper furniture is the same as getting money.
Yeah.
Right, but you're saying I didn't get... But there's a big difference between I benefited from it, but I didn't get written a check. When you say you got paid, it's like...
It's the same thing.
It's not, because people will think that somebody handed me money, which is...
They did. In other words, you got, instead of having to pay full price for furniture... What?
God, now he's a...
I'm going to fucking argue with you all day.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying you got paid.
If you're not arguing, shut the fuck up.
You don't know you got paid?
Shut up. And then we won't be arguing.
You don't know you got paid. You don't know that getting cash is the same.
Money.
All right, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Gary. Gary, because you're my producer, I got to understand your mentality.
Getting paid means somebody handed you money.
Okay, so let me ask you a question about that.
Similar. I did.
One of the ways of getting
talk all day. I don't give a fuck. I'll run your fucking show.
One of the ways of getting paid.
Wow.
One of the ways.
That is ruining the show.
One of the ways of... I was saying... I can't. I'm laughing too hard. One of the ways...
Come on, Gary.
Oh, God. All right, I give up.
It's so much fun to fight with Gary.
I was going to say to my audience, and not to get, no, this is something else. One of the ways of getting paid in life is receiving actual money.
Well, on game shows, at the end of it, they say items have been furnished in exchange for promotional.
Gary, would you agree that on Let's Make a Deal, those people are getting paid?
Oh, they're winning prizes, which is a little bit different. I mean, at the end of the day, you're benefiting, but they're not getting paid. To me is somebody hands you money.
All right, can I ask you a question then? A serious question. Don't you think you're getting paid? Let's say I say to you, the box of tissues over there is $50, but I'm going to give it to you for $25 if you let me take a picture of you holding the boxes. Wouldn't you say that's the same as getting paid? Because you would have had to pay $50.
You know what? It's semantics, because in my mind, it's not getting paid.
That's not getting paid.
I'll tell you what. It means you got a deal as opposed to getting paid.
Let me ask you this.
It's the same thing.
The money that you save on that furniture, though, or whatever we're talking about, do you have to pay taxes on that money? Do they consider it income?
No. Artie, do you think that you got paid for the man cave? You think you were paid for that?
Well, I was just going to bring that up as an example. Look, I got about 80 to 100 grand worth of free stuff. I mean, sure.
Did you say you got paid?
Yeah, I mean, I would. I'll tell you why, Garrett. Because I would have had to do the same thing up there without them. So I would have spent money, but. That's interesting. Do you have to pay taxes on that money?
Absolutely.
It has to be declared.
Yes.
It has to be declared. So if it's being declared, then that's getting paid. I would think.
It's income.
Right.
It's income. If they consider it income, and my accountant did say he's got to know about all those figures too. So he's going to have to pay I'm going to pay taxes on what I saved.
Gary's saying, yeah, right.
Garrett, I'm telling you, don't be cabby. Tell your accountant to pay taxes on that shit.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. All right, Ralph, thank you.
There's a picture of Gary with the cable reels, which is very interesting.
What are the cable reels?
Gary, the caption is Gary in the basement with cable spools.
Hey, yeah, look, there's Gary's house.
Everything.
And there's Gary's wires. And
there's his wiring.
There's a picture of him working the TiVo. Gary works his HD TiVo in his bedroom.
Do you think he really can?
It's a tech magazine.
Is that what you're saying?
Where do you see that?
Jesus Christ.
It's a magazine called Sound and Vision. And I didn't even know the online part was still up. But
He looks like he's in Edison's basement with all those wires.
The whole premise of the article is I sort of represent their core reader. So if somebody could build a house from scratch...
Core reader?
Core.
Oh, I thought you said poor reader.
Core reader.
Yeah, calm down, Ralph. I said something you can't jump on. And so the premise of the article was if one of the core readers could build a house and do a lot of the wiring and technological stuff, what would they do? That's what it is.
It is Gary pointing to some wires in his basement.
Look, here's a close-up of Gary's street sign, and the street name and his address.
The house is beautiful.
House is beautiful. All right.
That's a gorgeous house. Beautiful.
And if you keep going, you can see the floor plan.
I saw the
Why
floor
did they
plan.
put your floor plan up? I mean, that's crazy.
Because that's important.
You should be able to find Gary when you need him.
Because the core readers want to know the entire floor plan when they fleece the joint.
They don't have to worry about bumping into walls. They
Yeah.
know where all the doors
Yeah,
are.
let me take this opportunity to point out that I have an unbelievable security system with 4 cameras and all sorts of other stuff in case Ralph's getting any wacky ideas.
Page 24 is how to decode that.
Right. I'll be by later. Along with Google Maps, I'll be tracking you down.
All right. Thank you, Ralph. Bye now. A lot of super fans want to build the same exact house Gary has.
That's what's going on.
Yep. I just said to my builder, can you just give me Gary's house? Give me one of those.
I don't need an architect. I
Yeah.
want Gary's house.
Well, I've been over his house. It's a nice house.
It's a beautiful house. I
Yeah.
just saw pictures.
But I was over there before the home theater was built. If I had been there, I could have helped him.
You could have helped him out.
But no, he has to do
He
everything
never
on his own.
told you he was thinking of stools.
He should come to me, Wolf, I'm thinking of stools. I would have said, here, take a stool and bang it over your head. A stool. No one wants to sit in that stool.
Wolf, I'm going to put 2 stools right back here.
This picture's only convinced me I'm more right. I mean, my God. That stool would be nice in the kitchen.
Yeah, they'd be great
Right.
at a counter.
Yeah.
in
It's
the
a
kitchen.
it's a kitchen in the middle of the theater.
See, now I'm pissed because, I mean, technically I want an invitation over there to hang in that whole theater.
Yeah, you get a comfy chair, though.
I
know that.
I know I'm not invited. Brett, go ahead.
That was the funny. I'm a long-time listener, Howard. That's the funniest thing Gary's ever come out with when he was trying not to hear you. Totally priceless.
Yeah, it made me laugh.
Hey, Howard, could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do Gary when he walked on the plane. That's the second best.
When Gary was on the plane and he fell asleep after Arsenio appearance?
You're right.
All right, well, real quick, here's Gary. I've just come off the Arsenio appearance. I upgrade Gary to first class because I need someone to talk to. I've just been traumatized. I got thrown off a network television show. People were booing me, and police escorted me to the airport. I sit down in my
you
chair.
were thrown out of California.
I was thrown out of California.
You were
essentially.
escorted to the border of California.
I sit down in there, and I say, Gary, and he's asleep, and I'm waiting for him to wake up so I have someone to talk to, and then all of a sudden I hear this. Now, that's the sound of Gary's mouth being very dry and him sucking on his teeth because he's waking up and he's thirsty. It's 2 hours into the flight already. There it is. Oh, hey, Wolf. Is there orange juice? Excuse me, miss, is there orange juice? Then he gets the orange juice. I go, Gary, can you believe what happened on Arsenio? Oh, yeah, it was so bad, Wolf. It was really terrible. And then he just falls back asleep, and I'm sitting there going, Gary said it was really terrible. But, Gary, don't you think it was funny, though? But it was funny, right? It was worth it. I'm going to go back to sleep, Wolf.
Oh, my God.
Can I just say something?
I know exactly
I
what
wish
you're
Sitting next to a beaver.
I wish somewhere in there was one lie, but that is so accurate.
I was so mad at you. I said, I need to talk to someone. Just tell me it was a good appearance.
The only thing I could say is I remember we were standing on line, and you said, I'm going to bump you up to first. And I said, I'd rather sit in coach hour because I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
And you go, no, I'll take care of it. I go, no, really, I'd rather sleep. And then
And the only reason I did that is because I just needed someone to talk to.
I don't. You know what? I that's a thing I can look back on and say I was wrong.
Well, that's why my agent
But I
is
was
so
young.
great. And see, if my agent had been there, Don
He would have been with you.
Don would sit there and like endlessly go through my neuroses and go, no, I think it was good. Here's why it was positive. And then he would tell me, look, there was some controversy there. You're going to take some heat, but
Oh, forget.
But at least he talked to me.
I know exactly what you're
But
talking
Gary's
about.
like,
No, because you can't speak to someone who's just had a thing like that, like a performer. You got to be very definite. Like, no, it was
Right.
great.
Yeah, and here's
everything's fine.
It would have been,
Why
I would have
great.
loved to have been up for 6 hours to have that conversation.
No,
right
but
next
like
to
I
Howard
can
endlessly.
I understand what Howard's saying. Like,
I
you just
do.
get
You know
up
what
and
I
say
mean?
it's awful.
You know
It was awful. Like, why was it awful?
what freaked me out was here's this wild thing that just happened. And Gary was right there with me getting escorted out of the building. And yet he was able to go right on the plane and
It
go right
didn't
to
bother him a bit.
nothing
You
fazed him.
couldn't even close your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenio had fooled me even and said, can you go backstage and wait because I'd like to have you back on at the end of the show. And I went, oh, fine. And I go back and then the police come
Right.
and take me out of the building.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, how is this motherfucking beaver-looking bastard sleeping?
Yeah, you just want to say, can you believe what just happened?
And I'm watching. Wolf. Wolf.
I don't think the plane pulled back from the gate before Gary fell asleep.
I'm going to tell you, this is the God's honest truth. It's one of the very few times ever that I was able to fall asleep and stay asleep before the plane took off.
Yeah.
And except for getting up for the orange juice, the way I woke up was
when we landed.
The stewardess said, you have to move your seat up. I would have kept sleeping.
Like a baby. He's like, nothing on my mind.
You know what? It's a weird thing psychologically because I've never slept that comfortably ever.
Because you hate me.
Yeah, that's what must